I just spent over $60,000 on a business coach, and today I'm going to walk you through the decision process to take this leap and also some of the things I've already learned. And essentially, I'm going to help you save maybe $60,000 just by watching this video. Hey there, everyone. My name is Mike Swigunski. I've helped build and scale up businesses to over the 8-figure mark. Today, I'm unraveling a tale not just in the expenditure, but exploration. My $60,000 leap into business coaching. Grab your seats because this story is as much about the numbers as it is about navigating the high seas of entrepreneurship. Over the past decade of living and working in 100 countries, it's definitely been a wild ride. Along the way, I have had so many people help me out. Some paid coaches, some mentors, some friends, family, and all types of people from all walks of life. But if you want to get exponential results, you need to have an exponential plan, and a coach can sometimes be the right person to do that. Each coach I've had to has pushed me past my limits I never knew I had, instilling a mantra that stayed with me. To excel, seek excellence in guidance. But here's where the plot thickens. Just when I thought I knew all about coaching, the business world threw me a curveball. Setbacks, doubts, breakthroughs. Realizing, like in sports, the right coach can turn the game around. It's not just about sprinting ahead, it's about knowing which hurdles to jump and how to get over them. Essentially, over the past few years, I felt every business venture I've started or been involved in has been 2 steps forward and 1 step back. I wanted to have more consistency going forward, knowing how to get over these big mountains or these big hurdles without stumbling so much along the way. And this all came down to finding somebody who's 2 or 3 steps above me, somebody who's a little bit more ahead of where I want to be, somebody who's on the right path, climbing the same mountain, but has done it multiple times already. They know the shortcuts, the paths to avoid, and how to get to the top of the mountain in a more consistent and fast pace. So one of the first things to start off with understanding, should you invest into a coach or a program or any type of investment, right, is the math. For example, the math is extremely important. If you spend $500 and get $1,000 from your coach, if they are able to help you get more clients, save more time, or just get money quicker, all of those things are going to be crucial, and you need to lay out the math. If your business coach costs $500 per hour, but they're able to, within that hour, help you gain $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, if they're able to do that, it's going to be well worth the ROI. But it's not just about dollars to dollars. If you're able to do that at a faster pace, have lower chargebacks, get better quality customers, or just increase your prices, help you get results faster, a lot of that stuff is going to be crucial. For example, one of the ways that it doesn't always boil down to just dollars to dollars is, let's say you're able to invest $1,000. Now, what if they're able to get that $1,000 back in 1 year? It's probably not the best investment, but what if they're able to guarantee you that you can get that $1,000 back in 1 week, and then every week that you're working together, you're going to earn at least $1,000 per week? Well, that's a pretty awesome investment because they're not only guaranteeing you a return on your investment, but they're also putting a timeline on it. They're going to allow you to just go ahead and hit the ground running. So make sure on any investment you do the math. But you're not just factoring in the money, you're looking at the other intangible and tangible aspects. Because it's not just about the money, it's also about the things you learn along the way. What I'm learning with this coach is going to fit into every single business I make in the future. So even though I know I'm gonna get an ROI, there's gonna be invaluable lessons that I can use for a lifetime. The next part that's important before any investment or working with a coach is their track record. Have they done what you're trying to achieve themselves? Have they helped other people achieve this same result that you're trying to achieve? Let's say, for example, they're a chef who's built a very profitable business for themselves. That's great. That's a really good sign. Have they helped launch other businesses and other restaurants for other people? If they have, that's a really great sign. But if you're not in the chef business, if you're in the automotive industry, just because they've done that for somebody else, it's a good signal, but it's not always going to correlate too directly with you. That's one thing I love about this coaching offer and this person we're working with. They've done it for themselves, they've done it for other people, and it's all in a very similar niche. Because the niche does matter, they're going to have a track record, accountability, and a framework that has already been proven. A lot of that trial and error has come out in earlier versions of who they've been working with. His first version was a proof of concept. His second version was how fast can we do this? And the third version is how big can we go? And that's essentially where we're coming in. So we're essentially getting a much more streamlined process to get higher results. And that's how we're able to justify this big coaching expenditure. The final and last step is the alignment and execution. Essentially, you need to figure out, is this going to be a mindset coach, or is this going to be a coach that's like, hey, this is what you need to do. You need to execute on it by this date, and it's going to have this result. I would prefer the latter person. Of course, both coaches are important, because without the mindset, it's hard to execute. But if you already have the right mindset, doubling down on the execution is going to be very important, and it's going to yield you direct, practical results. Finding a coach with a proven track record is one thing, but ensuring their experience methods align with your business philosophy and goals is another. So another thing is, why is this coach wanting to do this? Understanding their why is going to be very important. We asked our coach why they want to do this. If you've had such big success in your own business and helping others, why do you want to do it, and why do you want to do it with us? Their answer might surprise you, but what we came to conclusion was this individual had a very good pathway of why they're interested in doing this. One interest is they've had a lot of success. They like helping other people who are driven and want to achieve similar results. A little bit of it is giving back. They want to find other businesses for deal flow, potentially overtaking these businesses when they reach a certain point, or becoming an investor in those businesses. If they're able to build you up to a certain level, they want to have the opportunity to be the first person to take equity or to take a potential full buyout of that business. This individual is working on building a big portfolio of businesses within the same niche. So imagine being able to be the first and only person to have access to this deal before it hits the marketplace of online deal flow, where it can get really competitive. This is why they are interested in this type of coaching and this type of philosophy, which makes a lot of sense if you're in the business realm, and especially in the industry for buying and selling online businesses. So the alignment is just a part of the equation. Execution is where the magic happens. A great coach provides not just insight, but actionable strategies. I needed someone who could break down complex concepts into clear, actionable steps. Someone who would transform insight into impact. This meant looking for a coach who wasn't just a theorist, but a practitioner. Someone who understands the trenches because they've been there. Our coach's methodology is focusing on one big impactful thing. Now, there needs to be a lot of audits, a lot of data, and a lot of insights to determine what that one big thing is. Figuring out that one big thing is just part of the equation. I love the fact that we have a data-driven science behind what that one big thing is. What's going to move the needle in the biggest direction, and if you can focus all your energy on that. The second step of the equation is, how the heck do you focus on changing and improving that one big thing? Because when I had my hypothesis figured out, okay, we have the one big thing figured out, I have 10 or 20 different ideas on how to fix it. But having somebody who's already been there, done that, they can say, focus on these two things to fix your problem. Focus on this, implement it, and you're going to have really big results. Instead of having to test 20 different options, we just have to focus on two proven tactics that are going to fix this one big thing. Once we implement that, we're going to start working on the next one big thing. Keeping our energy focused, making sure we test, implement, and make sure that things are working before we move on to something else. In business, it's not always figuring about what the one big thing is, but understanding what are the ways to fix it and how can you fix it quickly and effectively. So if you're looking to grow and scale your business, let me know in the comments below what issues you're having, What is your one big thing that you're working on? And what are some of the things you've tried and tested? I would love to hear from you. And also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm putting out new videos every day, and there's gonna be a video recommended for you in the top corner here. It's gonna be something that is going to be very interesting and compelling for you. So again, take action, watch this next video, and hope you enjoy.